Hi everyone, and welcome to the Drunkard's Path. Welcome to our little section of the internet. We are a little shop in Sarnia, Ontario, and my name is Shelley, and it's an online shop, so unless you're local, then you can pop by, give us a heads up, and usually I'm home, so you can come on in and maybe match some fabric. Ladies do that every once in a while. We have no problem with that. So just give us a call and or a text or something, and we can work something out. And also, I just wanted to remind everybody, it was on the email, the last one that Angela sent out. There's going to be a little construction on the rapids, and it is just repaving of the road, and it starts right after where we on the rapids, and then there's Autumn Breeze, and it's just after Autumn Breeze. So we are not affected. So if you want to come and pick up your order, it will still be at the front door, and you can come down through go down Michigan. Whether you're going east or west on Michigan, turn on the rapids, and then you can turn on Autumn Breeze. There should not be an issue. It just goes from Autumn Breeze all the way down to, I think, past the schools. So you should be good with that. And I believe it's probably going to be most of the summer. So if you're coming in to pick up something, make sure that you take Michigan to the rapids. Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, we have a few winners to announce. The first one is for this lovely little project bag that I made, and we had several comments, and thank you everyone for leaving those comments. That was just wonderful. I love reading your stuff. But we have one winner. I use my random pick little app that I've got on my phone, and the winner is Danielle Belanger, and I think Danielle has won another time before. So see, if you put a comment, you get to win. So this is what she won, was the bag, and Danielle, I'll get that out to you right away. For the next video, okay, we'll do another $25 gift card. I almost forgot about that. So please subscribe, share this video, leave a comment. Above all, please leave a comment so you can win that $25 gift card that you can spend on anything at any time. Just answer this question. Do you prefer holiday fabric, like holiday theme fabric, or do you prefer just a general regular types of fabric, or do you want both? Just these types of questions actually help us out in the shop, so if you could answer that, that would be wonderful. Okay, thank you very much, and good luck. Every 3 months, we do the big giveaway, the $100 gift card, and I'm going to have the name down below because we are actually doing this on the 29th, so it's tomorrow that's actually the draw is going to be. But so Angela's going to put the name right here, and we're going to contact you by email because we will have your email. Since anybody that made a purchase within the last 3 months, everybody's email is in there, so congratulations too. And it will go out on our newsletter. You'll be able to see that. And again, you can spend that any way you want. And we're going to do it again. So from July the 1st until July, August, September, the end of September. The end of September 30th. So we will do it again. Anybody that makes a purchase, your name will go in for that drop for the $100. And in these days, that does help. And we certainly appreciate everybody's business. Okay, we have a lot to show you of what's new in the shop. So there is no tutorial at the end of this video. There's plenty enough to go through, but there's a few things that came in kind of all at once. So we're going to just get started on that. Let's do these lovely notions that I got. I've got this nice Lori Holt vintage trim. This is the bigger one. And then I've got the smaller, this is like a turquoisey color. And this is more of an olive green color, but this is the smaller trim. And so is this. This is like yeah, brown color. So if you do any finishing of any kind, we've got some trim here. And the next things we have are for maybe for your project bags or whatever you want to put your little charms on. So we got this little bird. And we've got the teacup with flowers. And we have this really cute scissor minder. It's a big old goose. So if you don't want to lose your scissors, you just put them on there and there they'll stay. Also, we have these canning floss drops. So I have something later on in the video that I'm going to give away. So this actually goes quite well with it. It's a little toasty outside today. It's the start of the major heat wave. So we're inside in the air conditioning, but I'm still like, ugh, still kind of warm. But here we have a bunch of zippers, the two-way zippers, the Lori Holt ones. They have the double zipper that can go one way or the other. Oh, here's a blue one too, sorry. These are the new ones. And we have these quilt seeds, and these are, like, the Portuguese have come back like crazy. And I just saw that Lori Holt put out this goose, and she's got like the little quilt block up in the corner here. And these come out actually quite big. So they're really nice if you want to make a wall hanging, or you can make a whole bunch and make a quilt out of it. But it's just a fun way to do it. And these are not too expensive either. So have a look on our website, because we have several different type of quilt seed patterns for you to choose. But I just thought he was so darn cute. Continuing with this Tea Rose quick press. Let's say you're at a retreat and everybody's going to the iron at once, whatever. If you have one of these presses, I have one of these, and I have used it sitting at my sewing machine if I don't feel like getting up, and I just roll the seam, and it makes it flat. Like, you'd be surprised at how flat that you can get those seams just with this seam roller, and you don't need to plug anything in. So have a look at that one, and it's pink. I did pick up this Ultimate Flying Geese Creative Grids ruler. I use this myself, and it is just a great little tool. And if you scan that barcode, it shows you exactly how to use this. When we were at the quilt show, several people asked me about foundation paper, and I didn't have a whole lot in. I had sold most of the stuff that I did have, but I got some more in. So the first one I'm going to show you is this large 12-inch courthouse step. These are so good to use. Like, even if you're a beginner or somebody that's been quilting a long time, these papers, which I'll just kind of show you, that's what they look like. So you just do it in order of the number, and you get a perfect block every single time. So I just love these. And that's that one. And then we've got the 8-inch vintage sunburst, the 4-inch vintage kite. That's good for scrappy. And then we have the 12-inch woven star. I love this one. So fun. I think foundation paper piecing is actually quite popular. So have a look and get yourself 1 or 2 books of these. And I have a nice pattern here. It's called Vice Versa Quilt by Lori Holt. So this is a new quilt pattern that we have in stock. And we have something very special. You know me, I'm trying to convert everybody into cross stitch. Well, when I was at the retreat last year, for Stitch North, Jeanette Douglas was the guest speaker. And she had so many really, really beautiful charts. So we got a hold of her recently and asked if we could start buying some of her charts. And she's such a lovely lady. And she said, absolutely, of course. So I ordered several charts, and I'm just going to show you each one that I've got. Hopefully you don't get too much glare, but I do not want to take these out of the packaging, because these ones are for sale, and I don't like to touch stuff in the packaging. So I think this is one that we already had, was the Chubby U, but it's going to show you again. And then we've got the Canadian Patriotic Snippets. This is 1 and 2, so I'm going to try and get that in nice and tight for you. We have the Chubby B. We have Stitching by the Sea Pin Cushion. So these ones are pretty economically priced. And this is the one that I'm starting in July. It's called Trim the Tree. Now, this one is like, I'm going to kind of do it like a stitch along, so if anybody's interested, they've got a couple of copies here. And what I'm going to do is one of these ornaments each month, and then by the time December rolls around, we'll have a completed cross stitch we can make into this lovely pillow that they're showing here. Oh, right here. Or you can have it framed, or you do whatever you want with it, but it's just nice to start now, and it'll be all done by Christmas, and it's just fun to do it together. And we have this one's called Travel Together with the old-fashioned trailer. This one is Cape Cod Vignettes. Now, when the kids were little, we used to take them to Cape Cod a few times, and some of our fondest memories are there. This one is called Heart and Home. These are just beautiful how she's done them. And some of them have specialty stitches, but she always has really good diagrams on how to do those specialty stitches. This one's Spring Alphabet if you like flowers. Here's the Autumn Alphabet. Now on the back they tell you what threads to use. So everything's all listed, and inside is the chart. So you just have to get your whatever type of threads that you want to use and whatever kind of fabric you like to use. So this one's called Simple Gifts, and this one gets after you're done, then it goes you can make it on that spool. This one is Seasons in the Garden. This is the winter portion of it. She has all 4, and I've got them. So here's the autumn. Here's the summer. I think this is what propelled Jeanette into kind of stardom in the cross-stitch world. And here's the spring. Now she's originally from she lives out in Alberta. And like I said, she's a very lovely woman who has just beautiful, beautiful charts. We have 2 new lines of fabric, 2 new collections, and I've got a Bella Solid, which after comparing the two between Bella Solid and Kona, I think Bella Solid is just a little bit better. So I think I'm going to start getting the Bella Solids as opposed to Kona. Now, I like the Kona. I've had no problem or issue because I'm a starcher. But I think the Bella is, well, and plus I have to buy it in Canada where the Kona is in the US. And it's just, it's pretty pricey for me to get those fabrics from the US. I mean, I'll still do it. But I'm going to be a little more selective. I think I'm going to get the ones like through Trentex, and that is where the Bella Solids come from. So you're going to see some different colors coming in, and I'm going to slowly replace, the colors that I have with the Kona when we go through it. So you'll see the new one that I've got. This one is Periwinkle. It's just a really, really nice color. I love this. So I just kind of got one to kind of test. I think maybe I had one other one up there too. So, and I like it's got a really nice feel to it. So, yeah, so they'll be replaced one by one. We have more French General. I got 4 new bolts, and this one is called Fleur de Paris by French General. And this first one is called Pearl Lavender, and it's just such a pretty, pretty color with that beige background. So more of a neutral type. So this one, and all the French Generals pretty much go together. Like you can't go wrong with it. Next one is called Smoke, and it's got this red with more, I guess like a smoky background. So you can always tell French General when you see it. And the next one is the same kind of like pattern on it, and it's called Pearl French Blue. So that's what this one looks like. Last French General that I have here is actually, this is more of a linen. I think it's 30% linen, 70% cotton on it. It's MOCHI linen. Now this one costs a little bit more than the other ones, but like I say, there's got linen in it, and just look how beautiful that is. Now wouldn't that make a really pretty bag? Like you've got your strength with the linen type fabric. It's a little bit heavier, and just look at that. Just a beautiful reds and blues on that beige background. That is just super nice. I make lovely, lovely bags. Or, of course you can put it in a quilt. Next one I have is called Gingerbread Lane. Now, it's Christmas fabric, but honestly, it does not look like Christmas fabric. Not to me. It can go into any quilt. This one is called Mistletoe. And you look at it and you just it does not scream Christmas. So, this can definitely go into another quilt, other than Christmas. And we've got this greenish discolored, and it's called Forest. And again, it's just a nice green. It is a Christmassy green color, but it doesn't shout out Christmas to you. This one is called Sugar, and it's also from the Gingerbread Lane. And again, just looks like regular fabric. Can go either way. The last one is called Cranberry. So it's the same kind of pattern as the other one. This one is got the red background with the little beigey dots. And again, you can use this in any quilt. But I just thought they were just Beautiful fabrics, beautiful colors. What have I been working on? Okay, you know me, always busy, always busy. I put the friendship quilt together. I haven't got it quilted yet because my long armor is on a very lovely vacation, and so I'm probably looking towards the end of July before I can get this one done. But I'm just going to hold this up and show you that I did have enough red to put a border around it, and this is the finished quilt top. Okay, and there's the other half. See that nice chain going through the whole thing? So this with the Tilda fabric, and this one was easily 3 years in the making, if not 4. I can't remember when I started it, but I am very, very close to having this one finished. Completely finished. It was nice to get the quilt top all done. So, one block at a time, right? Next one I'm going to show you is another finish. This is a fully finished that I have. And remember my temperature quilt? Yes, I put that on hold for a little bit. I had quilted the first half of it. I have like the embroidery module on my machine. And what I had was a hoop. It was an oval hoop. And as you put it on, like you just screw it, just like a regular hoop, like when you're embroidering or doing cross stitch. This is the same sort of thing that you just turn the hoop to tighten it. So each time I'd do a section, and then I'd move, take it off, and then re-hoop, and then tighten it again. It was just like my hand was killing me. So I thought, I would just love to get one of those magnetic, bigger hoops, because I've seen it on YouTube and stuff, and I thought, I bet you that's a lot easier. But I kind of put it aside for a while and decided, no, I'm gonna get that hoop. I'm just gonna get it. It's a bit of an investment, but oh wow, holy, it just changed everything for me. So I got this quilt back out and I finished quilting it, but there are 2 big boo-boos in it. And hey, you know what? I just went with it. I thought, I am not picking it out. I don't care. This is my test quilt kind of thing for that hoop. But when I had forgotten what size I made that motif. And when I went to go do it, I thought I put it at 65%. I don't know why I thought that. And it made the smaller motif. So I did that. And then if I didn't do it again. And I thought, oh my God. So I did it 2 times on the quilt. It was supposed to be 125%. But anyway. And then I figured out, like I would take the hoop off and then re-hoop it and put it back. But then I thought, wait a second. I'm going to try this a different way. So I kept the hoop on. I took the magnetic part off, because you just peel it off, right? And then I moved the quilt instead of moving the whole thing, and it just worked out so much better, so much easier, like what you learn, right? So yeah, it was a learn as you go. This is my fully finished quilt of my temperature quilt. So it's all bound, everything. It's done. You can see, I don't know if you can see that quilting on it or not, but it just kind of moved it along. And let me see if I can find that little section. Honestly, there it is. The two smaller little motifs are here and right here, so it's just like half the size. But if it took me a few seconds to find it, I don't think anybody else is going to be looking that closely. So I'm just really happy to tick the box on this one. All done. Completely. This one, of course, was a year making it because I had to do it each day. This is 365 of these little blocks, and then putting it all together, and then finally getting it quilted. So actually it was a year and a half before this one was completed. I started a new quilt. I got my book out, Scrappiness is Happiness by Lori Holt. So it looks like this. And if you want this book, please let me know. I can get it for you. I can get any of the Lori Holt books. These are really, really worth their weight in gold because there's so many projects in there, and you can make them in so many different ways. But I just decided to go with the Lincoln Logs block. So it looks like that. And I've got a lot of scraps. Like, who doesn't, right? And so I made a whole bunch of blocks just with scraps that look like this. I mean, talk about easy. This middle piece is a charm pack that's cut down to 4.5. Then you got your 1.5, 2.5, and then 1.5. So if you are a beginner, couldn't get any easier. Just super, super easy. And I'm just using up scraps as I go. I'm not going to show you all of them. I'm going to show you like 3. So Again, just grabbed a bunch of scrap fabrics. And then this will be, I will give this quilt away when I go back to the guild in September. So easy peasy. I can get these done, no problem. So I think I've got about 7 or 8 done. So that's a good start on that. And then I did start another quilt because I had finished some, so I get to start a new one. This one was put out by Shabby Fabrics, and I was going to show you this because I just want to tell you the technique. It's called, like, you think I could find the pattern? I couldn't find it upstairs, and I did the first block, and there's going to be 1 per month, and I think it goes for 9 months, and then the finishing. But it's called English Cottages. And when I saw it online, I thought, wow, that's really pretty. And the blocks are all different. Okay, so the one I'm going to show you now is this month's block. But and it wasn't that hard to do. So it's a nice big block, right? So you've got your cottage. So it's all applique. It's like all the pieces. You just put them down and you use that fusible web. And you just iron it down so it stays. And then what I do is with my machine, I take the blanket stitch and go around it. And then you've got the 3 hearts on the side with different, like the hearts each have a different background to them. And there was this a little bit, I used my machine and did a satin stitch to make the windows. And I thought it turned out really well. Like, you just kind of follow the instructions one by one. But I just want to say, like, you don't have to have a kit to do this. You can go on, let's say, to clip art, and there's all kinds of shapes, right? And then you can just cut out your fabric to those shapes. And, well, first of all, you want to put your fusible web on the back, like the fusible applique sheets. And you just cut out your shape and put it down like any which way that you want. And to me, it's so easy because I don't do the needle turn or anything or do it by hand. I just do by a machine. And it does have raw edges, but when you put the blanket stitch on it, I don't think you have to worry too much. And this is going to be a decorative quilt. It's not going to be one that you would have on you. So I have no issue with washing it because it probably will never be washed down the road. So that is block 1. And I finished, remember I told you about the bits and bobs that Primrose Cottage puts out. This is their pattern they put out for June. July's is coming out, I think, in a week or so. So I will grab that one, and I finished mine. I showed you the beginning of the blocks, but I did get a chance to finish it. And look at those colors. Isn't that nice, eh? Nice and summery. This would look lovely on a table outside, a picnic table or something, a table runner down your picnic table, and eat outside. That just says it all for summer to me. So that turned out, and it was so easy. So easy to do. Most of their free patterns are really, really simple. I think very easy for beginners, beginner friendly. So go on their website, sign up for their newsletter, and you can get these patterns. And what's a video without showing you a completed project bag? So this is my latest one from the Lori Holt's zippy bags. The panel that we had sold in the shop. And it was really easy, all done. And inside, what have I got? Oh, I've got some more of the Lori Holt fabric on the inside. And let's head right into our cross stitch portion. This is quicker, but this is the bag that I used for this project, which I have finished. I have another finish, yay! So this one's really cute, this bag. And this one's called Summer Quaker. Well, before I show you this finish, I'm going to show you, okay, this is what it looks like, okay? That's the chart. And I started doing this on this fabric right here. Now, I do not like this fabric. It's so stiff, and I don't know why I bought it, and I just wasn't feeling it. I thought, no, I don't like this. So I got a piece of linen, and I restarted it. And today, I finished it. That is what it looks like. I think it looks much, much better on this fabric. And you can just see all the summery things in the little motifs, the Quakers. We got a little dog. We have a bee or a bug here, a butterfly, some little fish. So This one was a lot of fun to do, and actually it went quite quickly when I actually picked it up, because I finished Queen of the May, so I thought, oh wow, I can finally get some other stuff done. So this is my summer Quaker, done, done, done. And just to end this, now last year, the year before, I can't remember, I started doing these, they were called monthly cross stitch shelf life. So they're all these mason jars, and inside of the mason jars is something that pertains to that month. So January, February, March, all the way to December. Now this is how much that I got done. Okay, I got 4 of these jars done. But sometimes when you're doing these things, you're just like, I just don't want to do it anymore. Nothing to do with the charts or anything like that. It's just I just have other things that caught my eye that I would rather work on. And so I'm just going to leave it at here. Even though I got a jar started, I'll probably take that off. So I'll probably frame this part here. And then I've got a bunch of this fabric left over, this black. But what I'm going to do, I've got all 12 charts. Okay, we got January, February, March, April, so on, all the way to December, okay? If there's anybody out there that is interested in having these charts, I will give all 12 away. So just leave that in the comment that you are interested in getting these cross-stitch charts, all 12, for free, because like I said, I wanted to move on from this project, and I don't want it to go to waste, so I would rather give it to somebody who's interested in doing it or giving it a go. So let me know in your comments, and if there's more than a couple, then I will use my random chooser in my app to get the winner, and I will announce it on the next video. Thank you again for watching. We greatly appreciate it, and enjoy your summer holidays if you're heading out somewhere, or enjoy your stitching, your sewing, and we'll see you next time. Take care.